Surgery, didn't play very well, didn't have a lot of weapons around him. 5 of the 7 draft picks were defense. I think these guys are going to play great defense, and Joe Flacco's offense is going to change a little bit, so I'm going to stay with Joe Flacco.
3 offensive coordinators in 5 years.
Oh, I'd love to spin it.
Go ahead, spin.
What is the definition of insanity of spinning the wheel?
You just got fired. Just get over here.
You had me spinning my wheel. You had me until it landed on Tom's.
I know. I was good. I was good. I was good.
Look what a sandwich by. That would have been better.
We couldn't even get Deshaun Watson on there.
You got the same team. 8 different quarterbacks.
This defense here a little bit, and let me explain. Okay, they gutted that team after Joe Flacco's impressive run to Super Bowl 47. Flacco's touchdown to interception rate, worst of any qualified quarterback in the NFL that's played multiple seasons.
Smart guy right here.
So they backed up the truck to pay Joe Flacco, and the team has suffered massively because of it.
And that's why they're going back to how they won before. Play defense. And don't allow him to be a volume passer like you said, because that's not who Joe Flacco is.
Now, it can't be all on Joe Flacco. They have to get more weapons around him. Do they have enough around him?
Okay.
That was one of the things pointed out when I was calling about this team, is that they have the best backup situation in the division, even in the entire NFL.
That's a bold statement, too.
That's an interesting one. Okay. And let's see, we've done the Steelers, the Ravens.
Oh, boy.
Guys were at some point. That will be the 27th different starting quarterback for them since they came back in the league in 1999. And he's the #1 highest paid quarterback in football right now.
But you know what's even better?
Yeah.
The head coach.
How many games in, though, before we see Kaiser?
Yeah, that's
the key.
I think the question is how many games before it's not Kessler.
Right, I was going to say.
Because Deshaun Kaiser is a project.
He is a project.
He is a project.
But if we're 1-15 and you're going on that road again, you have to play.
Was composed when they were down 28-3.
You see him on $10,000 pyramid? Did you see him win that?
I did not.
Oh,
I'm okay with that. All right. So, do I really need to ask? Are you gonna go?
Don't ask. No, it's blasphemy.
Yeah. Okay, Marm, I'm backing away.
Don't even go there. I'm
backing away.
Wow.
Very interesting.
I mean,
I think he would love to do this.
You think he would?
He's always so vocal at the front office. Give me players. Give me players.
I think he's good with the guys he has now. For me, this is what they have.
Or whatever, just basically hanging there.
Right.
He had a very compelling case for MVP of the league. He absolutely did. That clearly changed the way he could throw the football and the way they could attack defenses. They didn't have a running game for a lot of last season. So if you're the Lions, spin or stay?
I'm staying, in part because, and when it is done, Trey, it could be one of those deals that just says to Derek Carr, hope you enjoyed your stay at the top in terms of quarterbacks' average annual value, because you're now #2.
Yeah, he's going to be the next highest paid quarterback.
Yeah, and Matthew Stafford really, I think, showed a lot of people that
have done a good job revamping that offensive line. The Taylor Decker injury obviously hurts them.
Sure.
Bob Quinn has done a really good job in revamping things in Detroit. He'll get that deal done for Matthew Stafford.
Yes.
So do you spin or stay on Sam?
Well, and they traded it for this reason. They wanted to get a veteran quarterback in there because they felt like they had a runner. And Adrian Peterson, they felt they had a defense that could take them to the Super Bowl. All they needed was a quarterback. He was the guy. All of a sudden, running game didn't show up very good because of the offensive line. He was a percentage passer.
Started 5-0 last year.
Yeah, he did. And then they kind of fell apart. And you know, Sam Bradford's been in the league quite some time.
Well,
Look at
he was drafted
He's been everywhere.
Switch him back.
Oh, that's
He's
tremendous.
been everywhere.
That's
He's going back to the Rams.
That's tremendous.
That's
I almost got Carr.
You almost got Carr, but that it lands on this guy. Teams were 33 out of 32 teams.
That's exactly.
So it's not always Phillip Rivers' fault.
No, Phillip Rivers has played great.
By the way,
Could he save the head coach's job, though?
what the
Gotta win
Bears?
some games.
Yeah.
Little early, yeah.
We're
talking about that.
No, it's another conversation.
The last Pro Bowl quarterback, by the way, for the Bears. I want to take a guess. No, it's Jim McMahon.
Yeah, Jim McMahon.
I was going to say Harbaugh.
1985, the longest playoff.
That's
Pro
a
Bowl draft
GM
by
head
quarterback.
coach relationship that needs some
fixing.
Yeah,
Needs a little therapy.
Yeah.
Why
Little group hug?
drafting a quarterback and not telling him was bad?
My guy Foxy hanging.
Little group hug. All right. We'll do this again on Wednesday.
What's a long-term deal? NFL insiders Phil Yates, Dianna Russini, for a few minutes. Dianna, you spoke recently, as in like a couple hours ago, with a couple of Redskins sources about Cousins. What's the latest you're hearing?
I got both sides, and right now, visually, if I was to put it one way, they're here, I don't know which band we could talk about, make that metaphor to maybe the Guns N' Roses and Axl, where they need to come together to make that money. It just doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
Okay, so it's not quite Oasis, but maybe it's GNR, and they got back together at one point. What are you hearing?
I would say there are times when it feels like the only way that a long-term deal done tag, or a team could could send up to 2 first-rounders and sign them to an offer sheet on the franchise tag scenario. It just feels like there has been so much drama leading up to this point, and if a deal in these two.
All right, let's get to a key part of the Falcons' Super Bowl run a year ago. It's Falcons running back Devontae Freeman. He wants a new long-term contract as well, coming off of his rookie deal. Here's what the man who signs the check.
Discussed in Washington, where these are two groups of people, two parties here, where they're trying to make this work. They want to be together.
Okay. All right, they want it. So we'll see Devontae Freeman in Atlanta for a while. We just don't know.
And they think they can get this
going to look.
And they think they can get this done by the start of training camp.
There you go, Falcons fans. Breathe easy. All right, Field Yates, Dianna Russini, NFL Live, 1:30 p.m. Eastern today.
1:30. Don't miss it. Appointment television.
I do the teases here.
Quarterback roulette. That's what we're doing today.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's fun.
Spin the wheel.
Back
Spin
to your
the
teasers,
wheel.
Randy.
Takes your chances. Field